A one-stop shop for books in Te Reo Māori has just launched online. Te Reo Māori Bookshops is a language revitalisation initiative with three key whāinga to raise the profile of good quality Te Reo Māori children's publishing, to support whānau language plans and to get more Te Reo into homes, from beginner through to advanced. Ella Cartwright, he uri o ngā puhi e noho ana ki Whanganui-a-Tara from Te Reo Māori Bookshop, is with us now. Tēnā koe, Ella. Thank you for joining us.
Kia ora, Neil. Thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to be here.
Well, talk us through your journey to bringing Te Reo Māori bookshops to life.
Sure, absolutely. So this was an idea that I'd had swimming around in my brain for a few years before I got to a point where I actually started taking it seriously as an option. I came up with it, I guess, from my own need and my own want as a second language learner raising my tamariki in Te Reo Māori, that it was quite difficult to have your finger on the pulse for what different publishing houses were creating, especially with this big boom that's happened in Te Reo Māori children's publishing recently. And I wished that there was a one-stop shop where I could go and see all of the quality books that are coming out in Te Reo Māori at the moment. And after a while, I thought maybe I should make it. So I got some advice from people I trusted, a lot of encouragement from my tāne Liam, my whānau and friends, and eventually made an application to Te Matawai and was so grateful and humbled to receive putia tautoko from them. So piki mihi ki rātou. It wouldn't be possible without them. And then we launched last year at Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori 2022.
Now, there's been a rise in Te Reo Māori publishing in the past few years. How do you want, or how do you feel Te Reo Māori Bookshop supports this?
Well, I hope that we support it by increasing the audience and the readership of those books, particularly our Māori writers, illustrators, translators, and publishing houses. I think there can be a misconception sometimes that you have to already be a proficient or fluent speaker in order to benefit from reading Te Reo Māori children's books or to read them at all at home. So I'm trying to bust that myth and make them accessible to language learners from beginner to advanced. And it's also important to us that if we're advocating for them as language learning opportunities, as ways to improve your family language plans at home, that we have quality depictions of te reo, that whakamana te reo. So we don't choose to stock things where the te reo is small in comparison to the English. We want our tamariki to be proud of their language in these pukapuka.
Wow, this is a really big undertaking. The bookshop is run as a language revitalisation kaupapa. What are your expectations for this? What does it mean for you?
It means a lot to me personally to be contributing to the kaupapa in this way. The most important thing for me is that it's helpful for people. So I've been grateful to receive really positive feedback. I was contacted recently by a kuia who's Pākehā, her tamariki are Māori and are speakers of Te Reo Māori. And she said, I don't really have any reo, but what could I read to them that's easy and accessible for me that would help me have te reo in our relationship at home? And that's really rewarding for me to be able to support whānau with doing that.
So give us an idea of some of your most popular books and authors.
Sure. So we've got a couple of different categories of our most popular books. On one hand, our pukapuka that depict Māori life and culture, pukapuka depicting tikanga Māori and Māori themes are really popular. Huia Publishers is doing great work in this area. So a couple of our most popular from them are Mokopuna Matatini, which is of course about Te Matatini, and Ko Whetū Rangitia a Koro, which is about the passing of a loved one, and Matariki. So we think it's really important that our tamariki see really positive depictions of themselves and their culture in the media that they consume. We also love translations of classics. So whānau love to read the books that they grew up reading. So things like Te Anu He Tino Hiakai, Kei Reira Ngā Wiri Wiri, The Kuia and the Spider. Those are really popular for us as well. And so is our beginners range. We've got a range available on the website that's all beginner friendly. Mihi to Illustrated Publishing, Kat Quinn and Pānia Papa. They're doing great things that are accessible for people at the beginning of their journey.
And how are we able to find you?
You can find us online. It's a pipe dream that one day we'll have a bricks and mortar store, but for now it's all online, www.tereomaoribookshop.com. And we do encourage people, even if you don't have spare putia at the moment, to buy the books online, take lists to your library, get them out from the library, ask the library to get them in. Anyone can be a part of reading pukapuka tamariki at home.
This is very cool. Hey, congratulations on this. Ella Cartwright from Te Reo Māori Bookshop. Appreciate your time today and congratulations once again on your mahi ngā mihi.
Kia ora, appreciate your time too.